Hello there fellow gateballers and welcome to the next video in our series, and today's video will be on Article 18, which is labelled Ball Touch Foul. This one's another incredibly important one, but it's going to be a shorter video today. Before we get stuck in, we'd like to mention that Gateball Australia proudly endorses this channel, and the selection of figures that I'm using today are obtainable through the Q&A book, which is one of the World Gateball Union's publications. Pressing right on. Right, go on your screen, you've got an example of a ball touch foul, but let's read what it is. Number 1.1 says, should a stroker touch a ball placed within the field for any other reason than permitted by the game rules, it shall be regarded as a ball touch foul. Simple and self-explanatory. Number 2. The following applies in the case of a ball touch foul, depending on the situation and time. So I'm going to read you 4 situations, and each one of these refers to the type of ball touch foul and when it was when the ball touch foul occurred, and as well as the relevant penalty associated with it. Number 1, if a stroker comes into contact with a stationary ball. So in this situation, we've got a stationary ball, ball Z here, and while player 8, after being called to stroke, was going from the free zone through the outer field into the inner field, he accidentally nudged ball Z. So he has committed a ball touch foul. Well, what would happen? Well, there's only one step. It says a ball that is moved as a result of a ball touch foul shall be returned to the position it was before it moved. That's it. Moving on to number 2. And he says, if the stroker touches a ball other than his or her ball while it was moving, there are 3 steps. I'll explain them, then I'll explain the I'll explain the diagram first, actually. So we can see that ball 5 here is being sparked. Ball 5 is effectively X. So X is sparking ball Z, and ball Z strikes the gate, and in striking the gate, ball Z rebounds off the gate upright and strikes player 5's foot. That is a ball touch foul, as effectively the stroker touches a ball other than his or her ball while it was moving. So in this case, the other ball, not his or her ball, it's the other ball, which is moving, is ball Z, and effectively, although the Z struck the stroker, it is coming under this rule. And there are 3 steps here. The first is, a ball that is moved as a result of the ball touch foul shall be returned to the position it was before it moved. So in other words, the ball Z any balls, that are moved as a result of the ball touch foul, other than ball Z in this situation, will have to be removed. And then it makes reference to ball Z. The other ball involved in the ball touch foul shall be returned to the position it was when it was touched. So ball Z has to return to the position it was when it was touched. The stroker's ball becomes an out ball from the position it stopped in. So the stroker's ball will become an out ball from effectively where it has been set under the stroker's foot. The next one I haven't got a diagram for because the Q&A doesn't have one, but we'll describe it. It's relatively straightforward. And it says if the stroker touches his or her own ball while it was moving. So this is the stroker touching their own ball whilst it was moving. And there are 2 steps. A ball that is moved as a result of the ball touch foul shall be returned to the position it was before it moved. So any other ball that's moved as a result will be returned to the position it was before it moved. Then the striker's ball becomes an out ball from the position it was when it was touched. And in that situation, when it was touched is when it actually was touched by the stroker by mistake. And that's the end of that one. And the very last one is number 4, which is if a ball touch foul occurs during the stroker's actions on sparking. Remember, we discussed the actions on sparking in a previous video. The process outlined in Article 16, Clause 4, sparking foul 2. Remembering we also mentioned that sparking foul 2 was commonly used for stroking fouls. Well, it's also used for a ball touch foul. On the sparking foul shall be followed, depending on the situation and time. So we can see here that a ball touch foul has occurred. So ball X has struck ball A and ball B. So it means that it has touched ball A and ball B. Ball X picks up ball A to perform a spark with, and in sparking the balls, we can see that ball A is still in motion while the stroker picks up ball B, which is not permitted under the rules, and they have effectively committed a ball touch foul. And of course, the penalty for that is outlined in Article 16, Clause 4, Sparking Foul 2. In essence, all the balls moved as a result of it will be replaced, and the stroker's ball will become an out ball. Well, today's video was incredibly short, but we hope you've enjoyed exploring ball touch fouls with us. We hope to see you on a court sometime soon, and let's play ball!